From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. Today's community funeral service for 5 family members southwest of Winnipeg is closed to the media, and people attending, though, are asked to wear purple. Carmen, Manitoba's community hall will be the scene of a funeral for Amanda Clearwater, her 3 young children, and her teenage niece. All were allegedly killed by Clearwater's common-law partner, Ryan Manakisik, who was also the children's father. The bodies were found February 11th at multiple crime scenes in and around the town. He was charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder. Clearwater is being remembered in an obituary as someone whose passion in life was her children. The federal government is considering a new ombudsperson to help field concerns from ordinary Canadians about the material they encounter online, apparently a part of the Liberals' upcoming online harms bill.
The new ombudsperson is part of what one senior official says is the latest draft of the government's long-awaited legislation to better protect Canadians on the internet, especially young people. Ottawa is also exploring setting up a new regulator whose role would be to make sure that online platforms are complying with federal law. Speaking to the Canadian Press on the condition of anonymity, the source says the government hopes to release details of the new bill by April. Online safety experts have been pressuring the governing Liberals for months for more information about their plan, which they say is long overdue. Naira Ahmed, the Canadian Press.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is set to make another housing announcement today, this time in Edmonton. He was in Vancouver yesterday, where he announced Ottawa is adding $2 billion in financing for the BC Builds program, which is aimed at fast-tracking the construction of middle-income rental housing. Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe is in India to promote trade, despite heightened tensions between our countries. Moe says he wants to maintain and expand markets that thousands of Saskatchewan jobs rely upon. And Canadian cop show spin-off Law and Order Toronto, Criminal Intent, premieres tomorrow on City TV. Lead actor Aiden Young, who plays homicide detective Henry Graff, says Torontonians can expect to see various corners of their city highlighted in this new series.
You know, with each episode, we sort of play out a different crime in different areas of the city. So I think if you don't know Toronto, you're going to understand a little bit more of it. And if you're from Toronto, you're going to recognize parts of the city that, you know, you grew up in and parts of the city that maybe, you know, you did want to kill somebody at one point.
Young was born in Toronto and lived in the city until he was 9 when his family moved to Australia. The series features an all-Canadian cast. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, NHL action Tuesday night saw the Colorado Avalanche beat the visiting Vancouver Canucks 3-1. Canucks losing their 3rd in a row for the first time this season. The Winnipeg Jets scored a 6-3 victory over Minnesota and got 3 points each from Gabriel Velarde and Kyle Connor. Florida scored a 3-2 win over the Ottawa Senators in overtime, lifting the Panthers now to 1st overall in the Eastern Conference. The Rangers won their 8th in a row, 3-1 over Dallas, and Adam Pelech scored his first goal of the season 57 seconds into overtime as the Islanders edged the Penguins. And in baseball, there are still some premium free agents available as the calendar nears March. 2-time Cy Young winner Blake Snell, 6-time All-Star J.D. Martinez, and former Toronto Blue Jay and 4-time Gold Glove third baseman Matt Chapman are among the players who still haven't found a home. Cleveland's new manager Stephen Vogt said the game is at its best when the best players are on the field. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.